Hello and welcome everyone to our program New Kuwait. In this episode we will talk about a very important subject, which is human development. Today with our special guest, Maestro Trainer Dr. Mohammed Afif. Hello and welcome, Dr. Mohammed.
Welcome, Saad.
To talk about human development, let's talk about decision making. This subject is very important in life, which is in your career, in your marriage, and even if you have a business. So who is decisive?
If you want to make up your mind to do something in this life, you're always options. You have these options, and usually problems and challenges, issues, they come to us with their own options. I mean, if you have a problem, let's say, you have got options. Sometimes the appropriate option is within the issue, the problem itself. That's why you have to rely on your intuition, you have to rely on your logic, and you have to rely on your sometimes emotions. We have talked about how to do that in previous episodes. Today, let's just take it from a different angle. They always say in the Western culture the concept of fight or flight. Fight or flight says if you have a situation and you want to make a decision about it, you want to make up your mind about it, to go to an inevitable result, outcome. Some people, they like to fight. Some people, they like to flight, to run away.
So to flight is to escape.
To escape.
So to lose.
To run away. Yeah, if your school is that way, the other side, you will say lose.
Yeah, but
because if you belong to this school, to the school of flight, you will tell me that the others are losers.
Let me tell you about how. So fight is positive and flight is negative.
Let me just make it.
Everyone wants to fight.
Let me give an example.
Yeah, I'm just asking this question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Very good question, because it triggers in the mind something. Some people, they think that my decision is right here, while the other's decision is wrong, and vice versa.
I have flights all the way, you know.
Yeah.
The decision to flight is actually sometimes is the wise thing to do.
Yeah. You get it?
Yes.
So it doesn't mean that it's losing.
But you will lose this problem solving it. So you will fly from the problem.
Yeah, you
because
run away.
there is no good in this problem.
Yeah, you run away because it's not your war to fight in.
Yes. Let me simplify that for me and for the viewers. If I am not happy in my work, I will have fight or flight. Fight for the job or fly from it.
Yeah.
Right?
If you follow Dostoevsky,
yes,
you will run away. You will flight. If you follow Rumi, you will stay. I mean, you will fight. Dostoevsky says, you cannot be cured, feel better, in the same environment that made you sick. That is Dostoevsky. Rumi said, don't run away from the place that made you sick. Suffer until you get cured. You get it?
Yes.
So you have two schools now.
You can
schools
follow,
of Dostoevsky and schools of Rumi.
and they are both right.
We cannot say this is wrong, because it depends on the situation, it depends on my school.
Yes, they are both right if
Yeah.
you adopt the mentality.
Yeah.
So if you want to stay in this place, well, it's
Sometimes,
I'm suffering.
sometimes the decision is I have to leave because this place does not provide me with any development. So if you follow the flight methodology,
Yes.
so this means that this place does not provide you with any further development.
Yes.
It's not useful anymore. So you leave.
Yeah.
You flight. You run away. You escape. But if you feel that you can still gain, you can still develop, you can still have benefits from this place, so you stay.
So you need to evaluate
You fight.
the situation.
You have to evaluate it first, then you do some segregation to know where to go.
Okay. Now let's move to decision making. Some people, they need help to make their minds. They don't know whether to do something or not. And as the great public speaker Jim Rohn said, indecision is the thief of opportunity.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have opportunity, you cannot make a decision. So you need to decide
Yeah,
to get in or to run away.
To take the opportunity.
Yes,
And to make use of it.
yes,
Sometimes there is a trap
yes,
in the opportunity.
yeah,
And sometimes it's a real opportunity to leave this place to another place because you find the golds there.
I will give you an example. I think it's remarkable for me because in the decision studying, I study the decision making. I remember my friend. Every time we go to a restaurant, which is a fast food restaurant, he always asks me, "What did you choose? The meal?" I said, "I will choose this." Always,
Yeah, as usual.
I make it different every time. He said, "How can you make it different every time? Maybe it's not good or not." And he said, "I will take what you take." And every time I go to the restaurant, he said, "I will take what you take." And I asked him, "Why don't you make your mind?" He said, "I don't know."
He liked the idea.
He can't decide. Every time he went there alone, he will stare at the board and he will say, "I don't know what to eat. I don't know how to decide. I like them all."
Even in the meal.
Yes. And that's, he asked me a lot of questions about how to make your mind. You have the confidence to make it. Because life is an adventure, especially in these decisions, how to choose your career.
Yeah.
We talked in this program how many times I resigned my job. 4 times.
It's how you choose your wife, how you choose your major, how you choose your career, job. It's we have main decisions. We need to train ourselves to do them better.
Yes.
How can we do that? With simple. I mean, start with a simple choice, simple decisions. I mean, you can't go to a far or a bigger decision if you cannot do it with a simple one.
Yes. A lot of people, they have ease when they make their decisions.
Yeah.
But they always come up wrong.
It's fine.
I am a good example of that.
And
But
then-
I'm not regretting any decision I made because I have made good decisions.
at
in
least
my-
you are doing the decisions.
Yes.
At least you are making a
I
decision.
am experiencing everything.
Yeah, but which means that you are. That's a good word.
Yeah.
That you are experiencing.
Yes.
And
I have the experience.
So the best definition of experience
Yeah.
is a series of failures, a series of wrong decisions.
Yes.
That's
Especially,
the definition of experience.
I remember when my friend, he's the same with the meals. He asked me, "Are you going to school tomorrow?" I said, "No." He said, "I don't know. Maybe I go, maybe I don't." I said,
He's in school times,
yes. He said, "Well, tomorrow is school. I don't know what to do. Should I stay?"
which
with
is
you?"
something as a matter of fact.
Yeah, and he spent the whole night thinking about it. And when school came, he didn't go. And he was all anxious about making the decision to go or not.
Yeah.
So when you make the decision, you are not anxious.
Yeah, because you have done your task, you have done your job.
You decide,
You
and
decide.
now
So once you make up your mind, you will feel fine. That's why in the Quran, when you have made your decision, do it.
do it.
Because Allah loves those who rely on Him and do it.
The New Kuwait Project is a comprehensive and ambitious initiative aimed at transforming the economic and social landscape of the state of Kuwait. Launched with a long-term vision, this project envisions Kuwait as a leading financial and cultural hub in the region, diversifying its economy beyond oil and positioning it for sustainable growth and development. One of the central features of the New Kuwait Project is the diversification of the economy. Kuwait recognizes the need to reduce its dependence on oil revenues and expand into other sectors such as finance, tourism, healthcare, and technology. This diversification strategy is geared towards creating a more stable and resilient economy. The project places significant emphasis on the infrastructure development. This includes the construction and expansion of transportation networks, logistics hubs, and urban development projects. The goal is to enhance connectivity, improve quality of life, and create a more conducive environment for businesses and residents. Sustainability is a core principle of the New Kuwait project. The development of smart cities is a key feature, integrating technology to enhance efficiency and reduce environmental impact. Investments in renewable energy, green infrastructure, and environmental conservation demonstrate Kuwait's commitment to a sustainable future. The project also recognizes the potential of Kuwait's rich cultural heritage and aims to promote tourism by investing in cultural institutions, museums, and preserving historical sites. Kuwait seeks to attract visitors from around the world. This focus on culture contributes to the broader goal of economic diversification. To encourage both local and foreign investments, the New Kuwait project offers a range of incentives and opportunities. These include economic reforms, regularity improvements, and streamlined procedures for setting up and operating businesses in Kuwait. The aim is to create a more attractive investment climate. Human capital development is pivotal to the project's success. Investments in education, vocational training, and healthcare are essential components. Kuwait seeks to develop a highly skilled and healthy workforce capable of contributing to a knowledge-based economy. Kuwait aspires to become a global business and financial hub. To achieve this, the project focuses on improving international connectivity, fostering trade relations, and enhancing the ease of doing business. These efforts are designed to position Kuwait as a strategic player in the global economy. The New Kuwait project represents a forward-looking vision for the country, emphasizing economic diversification, sustainability, and global integration. This initiative is a testament to Kuwait's commitment to shaping a brighter and more prosperous future. As the project continues to evolve, it has the potential to significantly impact the region and beyond.
So, Mr. Muhammad, do you think a decisive person is a good leader?
We can say so.
Leaders, they have the vision. We know that.
Yeah.
If you have a vision, you are a leader and you can lead. If you don't, you cannot be a good leader because you need to go to a place and take people with you. And to be decisive, I think this is the most important trait of personality.
Yeah. Leaders are known as decision makers, and decision making is part of the leader style, the leader character. You cannot have a leader who is not decisive,
because they will have situation where there's, let's call it a very difficult situation, and they need to decide the situation, and usually there is a controversy about it.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it depends on the situation for sure, but leaders usually they take the decision, even if they have to pay the price later on, because they have to make a decision. That's why they are leaders.
They don't have time to.
They don't have time to think sometimes. You know, some decisions they come to them, especially leaders. The decision is there, and they have to make up their mind. They have to do it.
Yes.
And they are not ready to explain why, because no time to do it. I do the decision. I make the decision, and I will explain later on.
So you need to be wise. Let me give you something to challenge.
Yeah.
Do you need to be wise or smart in order to be decisive? Which one do you need more?
Wise is more advanced than smart. I mean, smart you can be in your
But smart, you can read the situation, you can evaluate it, you can say 1, 2, 3. I want this, I don't want this. But sometimes wisdom is to know
help you.
What will happen after making the decision.
Yeah, because you know the things deeply.
Yes.
If you're wise, so you know the depth of the things. So that will help you to make a wiser decision.
Yes, especially when you spend money.
Yeah.
Money give you pleasure when you spend, especially to buy things or maybe travel and stay in a nice hotel. So a wise person is different than the smart person.
A smart person, yeah.
Because the wise will see what will happen after the
Yeah,
situation.
he can see beyond things.
Yes.
Behind the walls. So he can, because of experience, so he can anticipate.
Yes. So now let's get back to the fight or flight.
Yeah.
We know that something happens inside the person. Sometimes when you drink too much coffee, they have the fight or flight mode, which is now you are not in a pleasant situation.
Yeah.
So when you decide, do you think this will resolve?
Maybe this will resolve. This will help. This will help.
When you make the decision, you don't have to think about it anymore.
Once you make up your mind, go ahead. I mean, you have taken enough time to think about the decision. So once you just make up your mind, why hesitation?
Yes.
No need to hesitate, because if you want to do the homework, the task, the whatever, it's you have thought about it enough time. Now it's time of doing.
Sometimes
time of thinking is finished.
Yes. Sometimes when you have many good decisions, many good options, you feel overwhelmed because you will see, should I choose this?
Yeah.
We get back to my friend, which is when he wants to choose.
He doesn't want to decide.
Believe it or not, he asked me when we have cars. He said, "Which car do you think I should?" I said, "What about my car?" He said, "No, I don't want to do what you do." I said, "Yeah."
Now he started to change.
Yeah, he wants to grow up. And he asked me, I said, "Why don't you make up your mind?" He said, "I don't know. And if I choose this, maybe I will regret it." And he's always in this until now.
You know, hesitant people, they stay in the same zone for a long time.
Yeah.
With no movement, with no advancement.
Yes.
They just stay in the same area, no decision, no movement, no action. They are there. But decision makers, they don't stay in the same area. They jump all the way long. Yes. Because they make decisions.
Yeah, but if you compare the two, decision makers, they win big and they lose big.
Yeah, that's
These
right.
people, they don't lose or win. Or if they lose small and they win small.
Yeah.
So the risk is the difference between the two.
But
high risk,
I can
high
tell
reward.
you my viewpoint. The risk with the hesitation area is bigger.
I know, maybe in the longer term. But
in the long term.
Yeah. Remember the high risk, high reward?
Yeah, high risk,
about?
high reward. Sure.
Yes.
The higher you jump, the higher you gain, or the more you gain. But still, if you fall,
higher you jump and if you fall,
it's a big risk. It's a big loss.
Now, why did you say that the risk there is bigger?
There is bigger because there is no action. That is an area of no movement, no development. I can tell you it's an area of stagnation. Area of stagnation cannot produce.
Do you think it has something to do with their belief or faith?
Even with education from the childhood. Sometimes,
even if they have a great faith in God, sometimes you do decisions based on the belief.
It's fine.
I will see what is my faith will do, my destiny. I will jump. I don't know.
No, if you want to make it in this context, Allah says, if you make up your mind, rely on me and go ahead.
And whatever happens, it will be the best for you.
Yeah, but because you have done your homework. So once you do your homework, no need to stay, no need to wait, no need to hesitate. Because hesitation in religion, in science, in education, in whatever, hesitation and it doesn't make things happen. Hesitation doesn't raise good people. Hesitation does not produce a good future. Hesitation puts you in an area of undevelopment, which is stagnation. This happens with companies, with countries, with people. If you don't have the ability to decide, you have a problem.
Indeed, valuable information. Thank you so much, Dr. Muhammad. That was Maestro Trainer Dr. Muhammad Afif. And with that, we conclude our episode. Thank you for watching.